warrior's heart in a digital fight. Through endless realms, he takes his flight. Old but deadly, unstoppable might. Yeah. He's the samurai in cyberspace, a titan in the digital race with wisdom old and
What's going on, everybody? What's up, Noah? Hey, Kevin. We did a late in the evening stream, so I started later tonight just to give myself a little time. Here we go. Let me get out the YouTube comments here. Hey, what's going on? Man, let's see here. What's going on? There's a lot of snow, Demetrius. Good question, man. Yeah. Hey, what up, ADD? What up again, ADD and everyone? How you doing, Chris, man? Chris Knapp is the Dono King, man. Let's see here. All right. We're gonna try to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out tonight. Let's see here. Make it run a couple frames ahead. We're gonna play this and Mega Man 2. Maybe a little bit of GTA, but I'm gonna need lots of coffee. Not feeling well tonight. It's finally starting to hit me out. How you feeling in the chest and all kinds of stuff. Sounds good, man. Take care, Skeptic. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Kyle Haley has liked the stream. There we go. Finally giving me some start options. Jody! Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jody. You know what? One of the last games I played was super quiet. The kids got a couple days off school this week, but they've been to school the last 3 days. But the first couple days were really crazy. What's going on, Noah? Hey, Jody Spencer with 100
Hi, Adam,
stars.
chat, the game volume is low and drowning out your voice.
Thanks, Jody.
Shut up! It was a mistake! Damn, Junior! Damn, it was an accident, Junior! I'm sorry!
Throwing hands and
I'm
taking
sorry,
teeth.
Junior. Oh.
Yep, they made it to school the last few days. It wasn't as bad. I have been driving them down to the bus stop in the morning though and letting them wait in the van. Which tomorrow I don't have to do that, so that's nice. Yeah, they get homework and stuff on their days off. What's up, Kyle Haley? What's up, Joseph? How are you? Kyle Haley, welcome in, buddy. Punch out, hell yeah. What's going on? What's up, David Hollis? How you doing? ADD in the house. What's up, Punk Sticks? What's up into the subs? Hey, bros. Had a glass of water. Just had some ibuprofen. Brushed my teeth. Timing is pretty perfect on this system now, which is good. No, they just do they just have a certain amount of homework they're supposed to complete within their days off. But anyway, what else is everybody up to tonight? We played Connect. Everybody played Connect. A little mud water in my coffee. Get a little mushroom vitamins going on here. There we go. No. No, Mario Kart World hasn't really shown any signs of improvement for me, but I need to try it again sometime soon just to see. Honestly, I don't like that you don't have downtime in between the matches, really. There's a lot of things about that game I don't like, but... And the free roam is okay. Hey, Ray. Quite the concoction here. I see some honey in here now. Tell me something new about you, Demetrius. What you been up to? Working hard. There you go. A wild ditto has appeared. Yo to the ditto. Good night. Coffee's almost done. At least I don't have to worry about him getting up. Alright, here we go. This is the best way to start fighting this guy. Don't wait for him to attack you. You have so many hearts anyway, it doesn't matter. And then he'll eventually quit this. Now. And then you can just left-right him. Until you get your star punches. Pretty funny when you knock him down that way. What's up, Zyler? Oh no! What the hell was I thinking? I never get to the second round with him. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, technically this is a 2D fighter. Yeah, I mean, you could consider it a 2D fighter. Well, technically, it would be a third-person fighter. They were going for a faux 3D. A faux 3D look. Yep, it would be, you know, just like Gears of War or you know, like any kind of like Tomb Raider. Anytime you're behind the back of the character, that is considered a third-person game. So technically, third-person fighter. What fighting game are you best at, and what are you worst at? I'm best at Soul Calibur. I'm worst at Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 3 is my absolute worst game. Here we go. Sorry, I had something. I have an ingrown nail that's bothering the shit out of me that I think I finally just mostly took care of. So I'm pretty devastating with Siegfried. Siegfried, I will surprise the shit out of you with how fast I can make Astaroth seem. I really like using Taki. Let's see here. I'm pretty good with Janwa. Damn it. I'm good with Nightmare. Those are like my top 5. You're on the blue too? Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, get the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I'll challenge you in Mortal Kombat 3. I'll probably still beat you. I didn't say I was bad at it. You just asked what game I was the worst at out of all of them. Alright, I need to try this over again. I got fucked by my ingrown nail here. Oh, you motherfucker, are you kidding me? All right. Come on now. Why isn't there a bald bull code? All right. Let me try this again. Am I getting the Disney collection for the Switch? That's a good question. Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I like the idea of having Chip and Dale 1 and 2. Healy is... I'm sorry to say this. Take this how you want to. Helik is a newbie's character. He is amongst the easiest characters to use. He's like, he is the Eddie Gordo of Soul Calibur. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how good you are with him. He is the newbie character. Try using Astaroth or Taki. Short range, fast, long range, slow. Like, Helik has so many moves where he just stands there and waves his staff. Or all you have to do is walk in a circle and press square 3 times and he'll swing, swing, and large underswing. And if you don't know how to block the 2 top swings and the bottom low swing, then you're gonna get hit by it nearly every time. Yeah. Yeah, that's all he does. Yeah, he is the epitome of cheap character. Now, I'm not saying that people can't be good with him. That was one of my favorite. That was one of my buddy Chris's favorite characters to be. My buddy Chris actually used two of the characters who I criticized for being cheap the most. His favorite characters were Keely and Maxie. And Maxie is the nunchuck guy. So, but he got really good with them. You know, he got really good with Keely to where he didn't use him cheaply. You know, so I mean, yeah. So I mean, I don't mind playing people who use cheap characters. I mean, it's not like I get beaten by them. You know, I can get beaten by them, but for the most part, like, if a noob comes up and holds the controller, chances are I am going to beat them. I'm not going to get beaten by just, you know, cheapery in that game. I've played too much Soul Calibur. Yeah, Maxie is one of my buddy's favorite characters. Loves to be Maxie. He was really good with him, you know. He was very impressive with him, actually. But yeah, Maxie is very cheap. Hey, Ashley. Ooh, you're playing the worst Soul Calibur. Oh my god, I hate that one. I hate Soul Calibur 5. Hate it. They changed such a fundamental piece of game. Piece of, like a fundamental move in the game. In Soul Calibur, you have you can press back block or forward block. Back block will parry, back and block will parry high and low attacks, and forward and block will parry mid-range attacks. They took that out and made everybody's parry different. No, that is one thing in the game that needs to be universal. Forward and block. Parry. At that point, you just gotta get good with it. No, I hated that. Soul Calibur 6 went back to it. Every other Soul Calibur forward and block is parry. Soul Calibur 5 decided for some reason they were going to take something that was in Soul Blade, Soul Calibur 1, Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3, Soul Calibur 4, and they're going to make it different in Soul Calibur 5? No. Soul Calibur 5 was awful. I hate that game. Yeah, awful. Because that's such an important part of the game is parrying. It's such a skillful maneuver. Soul Calibur 5 is the Tekken 4 of Soul Calibur games. Although Tekken 4 wasn't awful, that actually had Tekken Force mode, which was really cool actually. I need to download Tekken 4. Since I own it, I want it on my PlayStation. If you're here on Facebook, drop an emote. If you're here on YouTube, drop an emote. Let's see who drops more emotes, Facebook or YouTube viewers. One set of emotes per person. Let's see how many people drop emotes. You can put as many emotes as in the comment as you want to. You know, like the smiley faces. The smiley faces, or the, you know, the middle finger, or the... Joseph Borchell. I think Tekken 3 was my favorite. I liked Brian the most. Brian was awesome in that game. I have nothing bad to say about Brian. He was a very skillful character. Brian Fury. Not all at once, everybody. Alright, Facebook, YouTube, you all lose. All of you. Everybody lost. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Brian's awesome. Yoshimitsu, while he does have some cheap moves, his moves can very much like work against him. So if you spin for too long, you can... Oh, King is awful. Can't stand him. Yeah. Yoshimitsu is actually, you know, not bad. He has some cool moves. I like jumping on his sword like it's DuckTales. I can't stand Eddie Gordo. He's just cheapness all around. And you know, I like Eddie Gordo as a fighter. Like, I've seen people use him very skillfully, but he's like the character everybody goes for. If you don't play Tekken, you know, you ask someone who doesn't really play Tekken 3, well, who's your character you use? Oh, Eddie Gordo. Everyone who doesn't play Tekken can use it. We use Eddie Gordo. I think when I was really wanting to get good at Tekken 3, I was thinking to myself, who is the hardest character to learn in the game? And one of them I think is King, but also I think another really hard character to learn is Jin Kazuma. Harang is as cheap as he is tough to use, though. You know, like his kicks don't oftentimes work because he's very predictable. He kicks in the same spot like 5 or 6 times in a row. So in order to be good with Harang, you really have to switch it up. I found him when most people are playing as Harang, whatever, they're very predictable because typically he's just like kick, you know. I just love King's grapples, and we'll spam them on noobs. Yeah, Tekken's awesome. Love it. Street Fighter X Tekken was so good, underrated. Hey, Andrew Blocker, welcome in, man. How are you? Well, cool. Hey, if you can do me a favor, though, I really appreciate you being in here. Thanks for saying hi. How are you doing, Andrew Blocker? Thanks for coming in here and breaking the you know, the lurkerness. There wasn't too much lurking going on. Appreciate you, Andrew Blocker. Welcome in, buddy. Noah with the lurk mode. How you holding up, Noah? Who was the chick that had the pet bears? She's fast. I forget. Oh, you're all good, Andrew Blocker. I was just gonna say something silly and then I messed up. So I just asked you how you were doing. You're all good, dude. I'm sure you're probably lurking and working a lot, doing what you can. Just trying to stay warm, playing a game called The Long Dark. Nice. What was it meaning to do that? I love Guilty Gear. I think it's a great game. Yeah, Guilty Gear is awesome. Damn. Oh yeah, Zayu, she is the one who... Smash Brothers is okay. I'm just not good at it. And there's some people who are seriously good at Smash Brothers. Like, stupid good. And... yeah, no, I don't got time to play one game that much. Good night. Gotta sneeze, but hopefully it comes out. If I keep talking, maybe it'll come out. Nope. Yes, it didn't go away. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, man. Here we go. Sometimes it just feels good to sneeze, man. Yeah, I was getting confused about the person with the pandas because I forget about that. Thank you. Mortal Kombat vs. DCU was a neat experiment. That's about it. It's a good game, though. You ready for all this snow to go away? For real. I heard there's more snow coming, though. Hey, Glenn, what's going on, buddy? Favorite DBZ fighting game? Burst Limit for 360, or Budokai 3, or Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Wasn't there one you could upgrade your characters and use Senzu beams? Oh yeah. You could do that in a lot of them. Dude, you got a new phone? Nice, Glenn. Hell yeah. God damn it. Good questions, Kyle. Oh man, yeah, I don't want any more snow either. Well, I mean, I could imagine after rapid firing questions like that, you'd be tired of asking them for sure. No big deal. I mean, there's only so many questions you can ask. I understand. But I think that was a great string of questions, to be honest with you. If anybody wants to answer any of those questions too, you know, it's not all about me here. I care about you guys' opinions too and thoughts and, you know. So, let's see here. Anybody can, you know, can join in at any time with any conversation. Just putting that out there. My other phone had a green line go. Oh no, I hate that. I've had that before. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. For sure, I understand, but it's not like you weren't rapid firing questions fast enough to where someone, you know, couldn't pop in a question. You know, you were given plenty of time in between questions and stuff. You're all good, dude. I would have said something. You are all good. Hey, no worries. I mean, you never know. You could inspire someone to ask a question. I forgot to press select. I'm probably going to end up losing this match. You've been coming around here for a while. You're a regular, you know. There's no reason to be shy anymore. You're a veteran viewer. Damn near moderator material if you ever wanted over on YouTube. All I would ask, if you ever did want to be a moderator, is just to, you know, wait for my go-ahead before you delete anybody or, you know, put them in timeout. It's not going to let me get up. Alright, I'm going to try Tyson once. But take, you know, yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. What's everyone doing for the weekend? Anything fun? I hooked up the Kinect for the kids, so they're going to be playing the Kinect all weekend, probably. Did you guys know that Macho Man was initially the last boss of this game? Ooh, yeah, hopefully. So here's a neat fact about Punchout. Punchout started off as a game, of course, only in Japan, that was a gold cartridge that could not be purchased, but could only be won through playing a contest with the Nintendo game Golf. And like Mario Nintendo Golf. Regular Nintendo, like 1985 something. And people had to get the highest score they could and then take a picture of the score and send it in to Nintendo. And the winner, 25 of the top winners, received a gold cartridge of Punchout. I am in no mental shape to beat Tyson tonight. Whatever, I still had fun playing the game. Let's see here. I'm just tired. But that's way too tedious for me tonight. So yeah, 25 people won Punch-Out. And the game became so popular due to word of mouth. Now, they already had an arcade game, of course, but the home version became so popular, they decided to mass produce it. Macho Man was the last boss. And then they released it here, and the rest is history with Tyson. Here's what it looked like, basically. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, there's people who start this game with Flashman. And I just don't understand that. Why wouldn't you start this game with Metal Man? He destroys Flashman so much faster, and Flashman does nothing against Metal Man. Now, I'm not dogging it if that's how you do it. I just don't see the point. When Metal Man's moves are so clutch in Flashman's level. Man, I am glad I streamed this morning. My morning streams have been becoming my best streams again. The early bird really does get the worm with streaming. The earlier I get on, the better I do. What kind of phone did you get, Glenn? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he comes in here and lights it up really big what seems like once a week, and I really appreciate it. You know, even for people who do, like, you know, just a few dollars a month or even $20 a month, man, I mean, there's some people who do a couple $100 every month, and it's crazy. Or more, you know, it's... man. You gotta be thankful for it all, man. The little ones and the big ones, you know? Dude, yeah. No, it actually is very much that way. I always try to relax no matter what and not ever make people feel pressured. But, man, I can hope like a motherfucker, you know? I want people to be able to watch, you know, with no pressure, and if they can't donate, I don't ever want people to... Right, no, I know what you mean, I know what you mean. Well, even you admitted for a while that you were very unsure of me and you weren't sure what my motives were and you weren't sure, you know, like, you know, for a while there you weren't sure if it's, you know, just the money I cared about or, you know, and I don't even make like a shit ton of money, you know, it's like, I make enough just to live. Which is, you know, enough for me considering what I'm doing and to be able to support and survive every month. I don't take that personally at all. Don't be sorry. No, I think that's good that you were skeptical and I just kind of had to earn your trust and prove to you that that's not what I'm about. No, I don't take it personally at all. I think it's great. I think it's a triumphant story, to be honest. To have someone unsure about you, you know, someone dishonest might be, you know, bothered by that. But no, I don't mind a character check. Having someone be unsure. I mean, you shouldn't trust everything blindly. People do have to earn your time and your trust and with good faith. You know? It's a different age nowadays, you know? What kind of phone did you get, Glenn? You're pretty genuine yourself, Kyle. There's a lot of you in here who are very genuine. I appreciate it. You know, and I won't lie to you guys. I mean, I'm very upfront with the fact that I do care about the money. 1000%. But at the same time, it's because it came to a point to where I have to. You know, I didn't choose to go full-time. Your audience chooses for you. You know, like, I went full-time because the opportunity was available, but it wasn't like I just started streaming, bought a camera, and I'm like, I'm gonna quit my job and go full-time. No, I streamed for 2 years, and it got to the point where I was paying my rent, and I was like, man, I have a community that's supporting me. What if I take a chance and see if they, you know, are excited that I went full-time? And after 2 years, I did, and people were urging me to go full-time, I'll support you, you know, like, you know, so... You know, it just is what it is. You know, if you're doing this full time, unfortunately, you do have to care about the money. But at the same time, I think the balance is you need to put the love of the game first and not treat people like a number or not, you know, not treat people any different. You know, if they do or they do not support. Talk to everyone equally as if everyone's sending $1,000 a day, you know? Oh man, you know what I actually do for fun, Kyle? Is I watch videos of entitled streamers just to kind of, you know, like there's videos you can look up on YouTube of top 10 most entitled streamer moments, and I try to watch those just to keep myself humble, you know? else is here? We got 12 people watching on Facebook and a lot of quiet people. Now, Glenn and Noah, you're not lurking. Let's see here. Ashley Campbell's not lurking. Andrew Walker might be lurking again. Let's see here. Nick LaGrasso, welcome in. He's back there about 37 minutes ago. So if you are still watching on Facebook, let me know. Just a few comments could help spur the algorithm and get more people in here who will chat it up. Chris Knapp is probably working and lurking, I imagine. I try to take into account the kind of people you meet in the stream, and some can be shy and lurking for a while. Oh no, for sure. But that's why I'm constantly telling people to say hi, because sometimes it may take a while of that to get someone to speak. You never know. Sometimes people just need to be called out in a good way. I know that. Glenn and Michael Hennigan lurked for like a year or two before they started talking. Mine is 100% Nintendo. A lot of my best viewers were lurkers for a long time. Trying to stay warm. Are you pushing carts? Nothing wrong with pushing carts. I would push carts because it's great exercise, but that's why I was wondering if you were cold, because cold outside. And if you work in a store, I figure if you're outside, you might be pushing carts. Who knows? And it's cold? Interesting. That is weird. I mean, I got 14 people in here right now, so I am getting seen. But that is strange. Maybe turn off notifications and then turn them back on. I don't know. You're all good, man. We'll see you when you get back. He said, oh yeah, Kroger's is cheap. That's funny. No worries, Pruitt. Favorite system for nostalgia? What's yours? Mine's definitely the Nintendo, and the Super Nintendo, and the Sega, and the 32X, and the Game Boy. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and 32X. 32X was such a good system. Did you have a 32X as a kid? Put about 6 more ounces of water in there to mix up the rest of what's in there. Nice, Mikey. Welcome in. They went really hard marketing on the Genesis, but plus a lot of their other consoles were very short-lived. Like the 32X was immediately overshadowed by the Saturn and the PlayStation. The Sega CD was, you know, overshadowed by the CDI and the Jaguar and the, you know, the CDI and the Jaguar and all kinds of stuff. Oh my god, the Dreamcast, yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm nostalgic for so many game systems, to be honest with you, but like my main nostalgic heart lies with regular Nintendo. That was the system that I spent the most time on. Yeah, Sega had even a Sega had a handheld Genesis also called the Nomad. I'm sure most of you know that. And then they also had a handheld, like, car CD player size Sega CD called the CDX. And then they had a Sega CD Genesis combo called the XI. And then they had they were coming out with a 32X standalone console called the Neptune for a little while, which was really stupid. Like, there's just no reason to have that many iterations of systems. Ridiculous. And then, did you guys know? Okay. Did you know? Does anybody remember the $100 version of Virtual Racing for the Sega Genesis? It was that really, really weird, like, long cart for the Sega Genesis, and it was the Virtual Racing cart. Anybody know what I'm talking about? There was a Virtual Racing. Even if you guys don't remember, let me know if you remember Virtual Racing for the 32X and for the Sega Genesis. If you don't remember the big cart, but anyway. So before the Sega 32X was coming out, they did a test launch of one game, and it was Virtual Racing for the Sega Genesis, and that game had 32X hardware built into it. So before they were going to release the Sega 32X, they were actually testing the market with that $100 cartridge, the Virtual Racing cartridge, and if that would have succeeded, there were plans for more of those cartridges. There were plans for a Virtual Fighter cartridge. There were plans for a, let's see, there was like, I forget what else there was, but that was going to initially be the 32X, was those cartridges with the extra chips and hardware built into the cartridge. And then they decided that, yeah, that's obviously way too expensive. People don't want to buy $100 cartridges. So what we should do is we should just make a standalone unit, and then we'll build separate cartridges for the 32X. And so that's what they did. And yeah, it just, there were a really interesting stream that a show that I just watched the other day was canceled 32X games. I love watching shows on canceled games. Like there's a whole video on canceled Mega Man games. If I remember correctly, when the console battles were at their peak, it was the Genesis versus the NES. I mean, if you don't remember that correctly, then you've been drinking too much. Of course it was the Genesis versus the Super Nintendo. That was the Bit Wars all together right there. I'm just being silly, by the way. But man, that was the Bit Wars. You know, just like the nerd said it best. We go up to our dads and be like, Dad, it's 16-bit. What does that mean? I don't know. But it's 16-bit. Glenn, if I were to stop Mega Man 2 after the 8 Master Robots and play some GTA, what do you say? Or are you too tired, good sir? I understand if you are. Oh no. You see that one little mess up cost me everything there. Yeah, during the 16-bit wars. Oh yeah, the Superboys are cool. How did you win that? During the 16-bit wars, there was also a whole other war going on, and that was with media. Oh, okay, Glenn, no worries, buddy. That was with media and like the CD-based consoles, you know, like Sega CD and CDI and 3DO and Jaguar CD, and I mean, just think about, and Sega CD and PlayStation was on the horizon. I mean, just think about the time when there was, you know, 6 different systems on the horizon, you know, 6 different systems to choose from. Like right now we have, you know, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, but back then it was, you know, there was PlayStation, there was Xbox, because when PlayStation 1 first came out, they were still selling Jaguars, they were still selling CDIs, and they were still selling, you know, 3DOs. You know, they died off shortly after. Hey, Tim D. Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Whoa, that's cool. Thanks, Glenn. Do it good, try and stay warm. So next month I am doing a giveaway. Every 1K stars gets you into a giveaway to win a prize. prize will be PayPal. If we hit level 10 20 times, I give away $50. If we hit level 10 30 times, I give away $100. If we hit level 10 40 times, I will give away $200. Oh shit. What's up, Doc? No worries, Joseph. I was just giving you trouble, buddy. I understand. What's up, Billy the Bird? Thank you for being one of the first people to send a super chat during one of my phone live streams. When I get my Steam Deck, I'm putting my cards in it so I can play the games and not worry about it burning out. Yes, and you can just save that memory card. And what I would even do, Glenn, is I would get another one. You know, just down the road, like get another, you know, like little, you know, just 128 gigabyte flash drive, or maybe even bigger, and just throw them all on there again. Like, just copy everything from one to another, but only do it a little bit at a time, or it takes way too long. You know, if you're doing like anything above like 300 megabytes per download, then I would probably do like maybe 15 at a time or something like that. But anyway, like Nintendo, you can drag all over at once. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you. I'm sure you do know how. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, Billy. I'm getting ready to redo that area. Here we go, Crashman. Once you get your dock, yes, Glenn, you can. And Glenn, you can even have an extra TV. Like if you have a main TV in your house, you can hook your Steam Deck up to that TV like it's a Switch. And then you can even make it to where your Steam Deck will work like this. Check this out, Glenn. Like, look how I could move. You see my mouse cursor right here? I can move my mouse cursor from screen to screen. I can even take things like my Twitch chat, and I can take this right here, and I can move this to here, this to here, you know, this to here. You can move it all over the place. So you can even do that with your Steam Deck, to where you can make your Steam Deck basically have a second screen, to where you can move Now, I wasn't using my keyboard for that, but it all works the same. What's up, Milkowski? How you doing? We're Back, a turtle story. I remember We're Back, a dinosaur. What was it? Was it a dinosaur story? Yep. Surf sticks. Totally forgot about the Mario Kart thing. Doing good, trying to stay warm, said Tim D. Wayne. No problem, Doc. That's freaking awesome, and I'm planning on playing in the man cave. Yep. Now, the only thing I've never tested is playing games in handheld mode and or from my controller. Like I'm sure it would work just fine, but like I've never just played games from my Steam Deck yet, just sitting on the couch. Like, to me, it's just a game system. You know, I know it's a portable, but I don't even use it for that. I've never played it undocked. You know, so I pretty much, and that's because I play all my games streaming now. Who knows? That may change in the future if I take a trip and want to take my Steam Deck with me. But I don't know. That's going to be a tough choice between the Switch 2 and. You know, typically when I travel, I like to play something like Zelda that I can really get, like, sucked into. But the good news is it wouldn't need any internet connection whatsoever, you know? That's the great thing about it with once you have it all set up, you need zero internet connection to, you know, have a good time with it and play it. But, you know, same with your Switch, too, you know? Kirk Douglas liked the stream. Welcome in, buddy. Crash Bomber! Yeah, that's sad, man. Yep, Catherine O'Hara. Amazing woman, dude. Very sad. Oh my god. Did you know that there's speculation that the person who is going to live forever in this world is probably already alive? Like, they're saying by like 2050, they're gonna be able to do like age reversing, basically. Just in time for the cool tunes. Danny Miller. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah. What a great actor she was. Crazy how fast time goes, man. Suddenly we're 40 and all our favorite icons are 80. Dude, next thing you know, we're gonna live in a world like, of course I want these icons to be around as long as possible, but it's probably not gonna be long before we're in a world without a lot of the actors that we know, you know? Like, honestly, I mean, think about it. How old is Hugh Jackman? How old is Ryan Reynolds? Give it 20 more years and they're going to be in their 70s, late 60s, you know? Like, Sylvester Stallone is already like 78. I mean, you know, good lord. I forget, is Bruce Willis still alive? I think he is. I think he's just non-verbal. I still with ICO, ICQ, MSN, and okay, that's what I thought, Zane. Thought he was still with us. That's good. Oh, jeez. Galore. These guys give out a ton of the big drops. Like their RNG is 1000% set up for these things. Almost like they knew you'd be out by this point and you'd need to pick me up, but you just gotta kind of work for it. He's a popular internet relay chat client. Okay. I know what VoIP is. Interesting. I love how they set those up perfectly to where it'd go along with the beat. Did you hear that? Those weren't randomly placed. Those were placed most definitely because of what they could do. Me too. And just because we don't hear anything from him anymore. Ooh, that was close. Hey, Petra. Did anyone ever play the game Ray? And I'm not talking about the old one. We're not talking about the new one. I'm talking about the old game. Come on, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Here we go. Hey, doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm just tired. I've been getting up at... Ooh, that was so perfect. Did you see that? I have been going to bed late and waking up early, and I'm just kind of... Shit. I'm kind of burning the candles at both ends right now, to be honest with you, a lot. So I'm just tired. Damn it. Other than that, I'm doing good. You know, I have no complaints other than lack of sleep, and I do it to myself. You know, I'm very hard on myself about my schedule. Did you know that Catherine O'Hara, aka the woman who played the mom from Home Alone? Yes, I do know. Yep. We've been talking about it all day in the stream. We don't apologize. It's brand new information for a lot of us, but yes. Yep, the only way you wouldn't know about that is if you weren't on any kind of social media today, but yes, I do know about that. Never a problem to talk about it again, though. You know, we can plenty of things to reminisce about. She was a wonderful lady. She was asked what was her favorite role. And her favorite role, she said, was just her role as a mother. That's beautiful. Gosh. What's really crazy to look up, if you want to have a better outlook on life, even just to help you, something interesting to look up, kind of morbid but interesting at the same time, is famous people's last words. Like, those are creepy. Makes you think. Yeah, I never saw that show, but makes me want to watch it. Watching a video of like top 10 famous people's last words will most definitely help you appreciate things maybe just a little more, because these were people who thought that, like, you know, I think it was, I forget who it was. Hold on. Whose last words were, "I could buy everything, but I couldn't buy more time"? The quote, "I could buy everything, but I couldn't buy more time," is the final line by the character Earl Stone, played by Clint Eastwood in 2018, The Mule. Okay, so it was a, let's see, Bob Marley said, "Money can't buy life." David Cassidy said his last words were, "So much wasted time." Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, reportedly said, "I blew it." Crazy. You know, like there's so much time, you know, in this world, and you spend so much time being mad, so much time being upset about things that you can't control, that the most you can do is just, you know, like, honestly, everything is a gift. If you're able to see the stream right now, you know, that's a gift. If you're able to hear the stream right now, that's a gift that's taken for granted. Some people don't have the gift of sight, the gift of seeing, the gift of hearing, you know. just being able to get up and nonchalantly go get yourself a soda out of the fridge. There are some people who long for the ability just to use their legs. These are the type of things that you think about to maybe think that when things are so bad, at least you can still get up and get yourself a can of soda, maybe. If you can't, then I'm sorry. You know, I don't mean any offense by that, but I'm just saying reasons that, you know, always a good thing to find a reason to be thankful. I read a new study today that said walking backwards can help you relieve stress because it's impossible, you know, walking forward is such a known movement and activity that it's just muscle memory, but walking backwards takes focus. And so when you have to shift your focus on walking backwards, your stress melts away and you just think about not falling. If you get to see the sun come up tomorrow, yeah, you're richer than you know, right? I mean, yeah, just being able to have a, you know, not be in the cold right now, you know? Stuck out in the cold. It's easy to get hung up. And even I do it. I'm not perfect. I have plenty of days where I'm, you know, bothered about things that I shouldn't be bothered about. Sometimes you talk like one of those teachers from a school that makes you feel like you're in the front seat of the class. I respect that. I appreciate that. There's things I've learned from good people along the way. I've had some cool mentors in my life too, people who I took on as mentors. One of my mentors was a guy named Rob Cunningham, and I worked under him for about 3 years, and he was my manager he was my manager at a warranty company, and he just got me, man. Like at first we didn't really get along, but after a while, like he noticed that I just listened to everything that he said, and I would soak it up and just did what he told me, you know? That's what my dad was always taught me, to do what you're told. What's up, Fat Clat? How you doing? You know, and I remember when I first started in warranties, there was a boss named Rodney Matheson who taught me a lot. One thing that he said that I was so good at listening to what to do, they had to be careful what to tell me. So I just listened to a lot of people who were, you know, like Fat Clat. Fat Clat is a person who you guys should listen to when he says something serious. Fat Clat is someone I consider a mentor, someone I've learned a lot from over the few years. Hi, Fat Clat. What's up, buddy? Danny Miller can be very mentorish towards me at times. You know, so I always have someone kind of in my back pocket who I'm kind of looking up to, you know? And I think that's one thing that you should always try to do, is try to find someone who's just, you know, like it's always good to be in a good place, but maybe also find someone who's in a little bit of a better place than you are and try to learn from them what they're doing. Or just, you know, I don't know. I also remember you saying that's just practicing being thankful literally prohibits the brain from being stressed out. Anxiety, yeah. Wow, that's quite a compliment, I think. Yes, for real.
He tried running after them.
Yeah, if you get up and the sun comes up tomorrow, you're richer than you know. That's so true. Ivana, thank you so much. Did that come up, Ivana? My friend's car parts store got robbed. My friend's car parts store got robbed. He tried running after them, but he just can't catch a break. Ha ha ha. Did it come up? Did it say it? I think I might have had it too low. Yeah, that is quite the compliment. I agree what Kyle Haley said for sure. Welcome in, Fat Clat. How you doing, buddy? Rob, my old boss, Rob Cunningham, he was a boxer. He was he was Rocket Rob Cunningham. And then also too, he owned a trucking business. And he just had a lot of experience. Okay, good. Did it say anything? Did you hear it? Here we go. Surround yourself with people who reflect the person you are striving to be. That's so true. No problem. I got awards for inquisitivity and attention to small detail. I went to a trade school, taking up half my class in high school. And as a test, they had me fix a lock with no experience. I pointed out small imperfections and got it done faster than 80% of the people. My sneak stats were up too. That's funny. It was HVAC. My weakness is electronics and reading schematics. That's tough. Yeah, I remember when I was having trouble with just understanding what continuity was whenever I was, doing maintenance. Okay, good, Ivana. This is called Taco Talk. When we start getting deep for no reason. Oh, look, it's Ivana. What are you doing here? You wanna... Oh. I would be careful with typing that. Kyle Haley, I'm just letting you know. That is a sentence that might get you in trouble with the book. I'm just letting you know. And we don't want to see you soft banned for like 24 hours. Just putting that out there. No offense, don't take this personally. I'm willing to delete it for you so you don't get soft banned. Because Facebook will be like, we'll send you a message being like, are you meaning to cause harm or whatever the case, just let you know. No big deal though. And I know Ivana knows you're kidding. But unfortunately the robots of the book don't, you know what I mean? Here we go. Backman, what you been up to, man? Yeah, I just don't want you to get soft banned. What's up, Mangelo? Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate you. Leslie, hello. Yeah, it happens easily, unfortunately. I've had people who quit watching just because they kept getting banned for stupid stuff. Like Kelly MacArthur got really fed up with Facebook because of it. No, dude, no worries. Just the F-I-G-H-T word will definitely get you, like, soft banned. Like, Cortina was joking around one time and said she was going to, like, she said, she was saying she was gonna, like, beat me up. And she just typed it, and Facebook banned her for, like, 24 hours. So you just gotta be careful. That's all. And of course it was just a joke, but the book don't know any better. Right. For real, Ray. Shit. Whoops, I didn't realize I was muted. Should I... let's see. I felt like I wasn't muted. I felt like people were responding, which is so funny. I definitely was muted, though. Thank you, Fat Clap. Thank you, Ivana. Let's see here. No, you're right, Billy the Bird. You can't. Let's see. Yeah, you did. That happened to you. And, Leslie said, everything is a joke until taken seriously. That's so true. Fat Clap said, not much. Finally home after some trips around the States. Good. Let's see here. Okay, so we can do a couple of things here. I can either play GTA for a little bit, do a couple missions, and do our daily spin. Or we can do some Dying Light, or I can play more retro. Up to you guys. What should I do? For sure, Dying Light is a great choice. I need a Fat Clap for that, though. I need a Fat Clap or a Phil. Or a Noah. I think my kiddo pooed. Okay, no worries, Fat Clap, not a worry. I can see in the baby monitor my kiddo's pulling at his diaper, which I know that's a sign that he's poopy, and I don't want him to get a diaper rash, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this guy a bottle so he doesn't stay awake too much longer. He had a nap earlier and he's just been up watching Miss Rachel in his pack and play with his big fat mattress to lay on. And let's go get you a new bottle. So I'll be right back. Oh, come on now. What are you doing? There we go. I'll be right back, everybody.
Oh, guy, click clack, that's me. One hand on the mouse, other on repeat. Got that 8-bit drip, CRT glow on my lips. Snack stash tall like my backlog list. Old games, new race. Same crack joystick, anime tabs all open real quick. Too many. Oh, guy, can't sit still, but I never leave. Nah, click dash dodge, that's the routine. All tab life, yeah, I'm in the meme. Oh, guy, chat say boom when I hit that scene. Retro flare with the new age screen. One more round, yeah, one more stream. One more. Side quest king, forget the main plot. Grind so long, but I still talk trash a lot. Cosplay cloak over dad by jeans. Waifu on the shirt, but I keep it PG, kinda. Oh, guy, spam that name when you see that feed. Type it. Old games, anime, that's the creed. Stay logged in, let the old guy lead. Ooh, yeah. Old guy, ah. Ah. Old guy, Old guy ADD, button mash deity, 8-bit energy, laugh till we level up. Boot the stream up, dust on the cartridge. He ain't meta, he's museum carnage. Castlevania, coffee in his flask. Whips out puns like Belmont, Cristo fast. MMA taps 50 on the desktop. Naruto ramen cold on the next shot. Chat says focus, he just shrugs. Why me? Brain doing devil may cry on 5 screens. 5 screens! Oh, guy ADDD. Let's go! Combo brain in 2D. From Dragon Ball Power to Helsing Hour. Still pausing on the menu screen. Old guy ADD. Hey! Retro king with late fees. If it's older than you, he'll speed run it to laugh track over every GG. Full metal jokes, no equivalent trade. 3-hour stream still on the title page. Hit start boomer, chat keeps yelling. He's in options, reading more story spelling. Save file names, tax return, back pain. Old school games, new school lag brain. Naruto run to the bathroom break. Comes back like, did I win for pixel save? Gaia DD, all-time comedy. Game over, nah. Continue. Same stage, new bad playthrough. Old Gaia DD. Spam emotes on 3. If you came for skill, wrong lobby, stay for the chaos and free nostalgia XP. Oh, guy, click clack, that's me. One hand on the mouse, other on repeat. Got that 8-bit drip, CRT glow on my lips. Snack stash tall like my backlog list. Old games, new race. Same crack joystick. tryna make tabs all over real quick. Too many. Oh, guy, DD. Can't sit still, but I never leave. Nah, click that dodge, that's the routine. All tab life, yeah, I main the meme. Oh, guy, DD. Chat say boom when I hit that scene. Retro flare with the new age screen. One more round, yeah, one more stream. One more. Side quest king, forget the main plot. Grind so long, but I still talk trash a lot. Cosplay cloak over dad by jeans. Waifu on the shirt, but I keep it PG. Kinda old guy, DD. Spam that name when you see that feed. Type it. Old games, anime, that's the creed. Stay logged in, let the old guy lead. Ooh, yeah. Old guy, DD. Ah. Ah. Old guy, DD. Old guy ADD, but mash deity, 8-bit energy, laugh till we level up. No!
Alright guys, just got one more thing to do, but I'm gonna change the song for you.
Press start and hold tight, here we go again. Old guy ADD, the king of 8-bit zen. Pixel skies and power-ups, he's the retro pro. Blasting through the past on his vintage video. Fireballs and mushroom dreams, pixel wolves and moonlit streams. Every jump's a story, every level's a tale. Old school power never fails. Old guy ADD, bring the games to life. Dodging fire, chasing stars, pixel perfect strife. Button mash, rewind the past. It's a wild spree, stream the dream. Oh, ADD. From the leaf village to a plumber's pipe, anime vibes and retro hype. Controller in hand, he rewrites the rules. Old guy's dojo, where nostalgia schools. Coins are clinking, hearts restored. Retro thunder can't be ignored. Every pixel sparks a fire. This old guy's got what you require. Old guy ADD, bring the games to life. Dodging fire, chasing stars, pixel perfect strife. Button mash, rewind the past. It's a wild spree, stream the dream. Old guy
Sometimes shit just takes so long, dude. Alright. Alright, I'm probably not gonna be on too much longer tonight, I would imagine. Things are pretty slow. I think I have a better, probably a better thing for me to, oh my gosh, wait, oh, yeah, tomorrow is the last day of the month, so wish me luck, y'all. Hopefully it's a big day and a big night, you never know. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably going to call this the last game of the night. I'm not feeling too well and kind of, you know, just hanging on. I don't know, maybe I'll play a little longer. I did have all that coffee. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep. Maybe I'll stay on another half hour and see how it goes. I think I'm so used to playing GTA at night that I don't really know what to do right now. Could always run around in Oblivion. I do need to get that kicking again. You know, I love Oblivion, but I'm not like taken off guard or surprised by anything that's happening now. It's just playing it to see what it looks like, you know, to see what it looks like with the new coat of paint, essentially. You know, it's just a beautiful game. And I think it said I've put 95 hours into it on stream. You're playing that right now? It's fun. I just don't know what to do sometimes. You know, like Like, I know what's going to happen with everything. I've done every side quest multiple times. I've done every guild quest. There's not really a lot in the game that can surprise me at this point. So, and that's kind of how it's still fun, but also too, like, the combat system, like the magic in the bow and arrow shit is good, but the combat system, like just with the sword and stuff, feels better. But one thing about Oblivion, it does just kind of feel like you're slicing through air, you know, whenever you know, some games do a really good job at, you know, presenting that impact of the weapon meeting the enemy. Like Dark Souls does a really good job at that. Ooh, you know? Wind Waker. Hey, Fat Glad I Played, dress up in my high heels and whips and chains, oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we go, let's land it. The beans return. You know, like, that game is fun, but if I'm not into it, it just feels like a big chore. But it is fun. But I do get, like, I won't lie, with playing Breath of the Wild, I get kind of bored being stuck with the same weapon all the time. Like, I kind of feel like that's one of those games that when I finished it, like, I don't know, like, have you ever finished a game and then you just kind of, like, you've seen it through and you don't really, like, have the urge or the drive to go through it again? It's kind of how Wind Waker feels. Like, I just don't really, like, I would be forcing myself to play it right now, I feel like. Just like that's why I'm not playing Oblivion right now or Breath of the Wild, because I feel like I would be forcing myself to play them. Like, it was fun when I played it, when I was going through it the first time, because everything was a surprise. It is fun though. I think I just need to get back into wanting to play it again. Who knows? Because I do want to eventually get everything in the game. I think that would be fun. I've always been kind of like that though. Like with Oblivion and Skyrim, like I have to, like, I'll put it down for a while and then come back to it. Wind Waker was fun though. I'm just not a gigantic fan of the traditional linear, and even though it's not as linear as like the original Zeldas, it is still very linear on what you have to do. It's a fun game. Once I got done with Ocarina of Time, I was thankful to finally be done, and I've rarely ever messed with it since. So I get that. Yeah, that's kind of how I am with, damn, with Yoshi's, I will totally play Yoshi's Island. Yes, just not tonight. But you know, that's a good idea, Ivana. I know you'll be here tomorrow more than likely if I play it, so I'll play Yoshi's Island tomorrow. It's a great idea. Yeah. My eyes are starting to water and my nose feels stuffy, but I'm still like enjoying my coffee. Oh, damn. I rarely ever game over before the fill-up point. I'm gonna mess with a game right now that I've been wanting to play, but I can never find a good time to play it. Sounds about right, Kyle. This is a game that actually became a reason for me to get a GameCube. It was this game and Resident Evil 4. Or Resident Evil Remake. In fact, once I finally got done with the final level of Sonic 2, it was a good now see, Sonic 2 is something I can play every week.
He fights against the dark forces of evil, for what is right. This is all that Blue has ever wanted, to do the right thing.
Come on, Blue! You have to save the world! We can't do it without you!
Joe, is this your idea of a date movie? I had a more romantic time eating popcorn in the lobby. Joe, honey, oh, why don't you show me some off-screen action?
Whoa, Sylvia! Cut it out! I said cut it out! They don't show these old movies all the time, you know? I've been looking forward to this forever.
Well, I've been looking forward to this for a long time, too. We haven't been out on a date in forever.
Hey, stop.
This game is from 2003 or 4 or something like that.
Captain Blue. Now I rule this one. The world is mine.
Go away!
Come on!
And thus, Captain Blue was brought to his end. Goodbye, beautiful world. Nothing will ever be the same again.
Oh, man. I missed the most important part.
Hey, I've seen this scene before.
You know why? Because this flick hit the screens way back when we were still little babies.
But that
Look at
guy
how
in the
thick
blue
that
mask,
cell shading is.
I know I've seen him somewhere.
The girl is mine and shall serve as the object of my revenge.
Wow, that was unreal. What the heck?
What's going on? Let go of me! Joe, do something!
Well, what's happening? It's Sixth Machine.
Into the theater they go.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yep.
Hey, wait a minute. Am I inside the movie?
Correct, my young friend. I am Captain Blue. I am no longer able to fight because I have been defeated. You must take my place as the new action hero.
That voice.
This is
it
made by the
really
people
is
who make
Captain
Mega Man.
Blue. Whoa! Hey,
Made by
can I get your
Capcom.
autograph?
No,
This was when they
I am
really
already
were taking
gone.
chances around like the
I
early
beg of you
2000s.
to take up
Making
the
some
torch
weird
of
shit, which is
justice,
awesome.
young movie lover.
And this game was good. It
Now
got
go.
a sequel.
The
It got
world
Beautiful
is
Joe
in
2.
danger. Your lady friend is waiting for you.
Cool. A real V-Watch. I always wanted to try one on. Go!
Oh, like Sonic Zone-ish in the combat.
Go, fella.
There we go. There we go. The V's are what you collect to level up. There we go. There we go. I know you don't like it as much, but I really like Sonic Riders on GameCube. I got so good. The game became boring. If they added it to Switch, that'd be a huge win for me. Slightly cringe dialogue, but I'm enjoying it. Oh yeah, most definitely cringe dialogue. I think the game is like purposely cringy. But also too, you gotta think this game is 23 years old.
Just go for it!
The graphics were really cool back in the day too, how there was a lot of foreground and background
It
stuff.
looks like you haven't awakened to your true powers as a hero. I'll show you how to be a real hero. Come and get me!
It's also supposed to be it's supposed to be corny and campy.
Come on, my friend. Come on, my friend.
Finished!
Your hero-ness has awakened. Now the Fiend is responding.
I think it was
your
meant to be
hero
cringe
instincts
for sure. Like
down
they
inside.
knew they were making the dialogue
Starts
bad,
to
but
glow.
for fun.
Say the word. Henshin!
Henshin and go-go, baby!
The game made you the most mad when you originally played it. Probably Mario Lost that was in Sonic Spinball. Yeah. You like the life bar?
Who wants some? We'll come and get it.
See, this game came out around the time of the Matrix, so everything was slow-mo. You guys see the allure now? Ultimate muscle vibes? I can see that.
Just go for it!
There you go. This game's really fun, honestly. Here we go. The art style is starting to grow on me a little bit, as well as the combat. It's a really fun game, to be honest with you. It's so much fun, to be honest with you. It's just it's a fun Capcom game. A lot going on, well presented, yes. Not too complicated, agreed.
Just go for it!
That was fun. It's like just really fun to hit them and see them go so far. Ooh, how do I get up there? I guess I could have used that. Whatever. Yummy!
Finish! Just go for it!
Or like you can kick the missiles back. It's just an awesome game. Definitely giving me a little bit of Comic Zone vibes, for sure, yes, right? Oh shit, 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 shit. Worth it. Yummy! Floating platform is just like Mega Man. It's got a very Mega Man-ish vibe. I think they need to release this game for Switch. They really do. It would be an easy, Beautiful Joe 1 and 2 release. Boom, out. This game needs to be on Switch. I feel like it deserves to be.
Just go for it!
There you go. He went far. You get a lot more moves too later on. Sweet. Here we go. need to play more No Rest for the Wicked soon. I got 5 hours into that so far. It's really fun.
Just go for it!
Isn't that cool how the bullets slow down? You can actually like kick the bullets back. Dude, that was freaking awesome. I kicked the chandelier down. Do that Matrix dodge. You see the bullets even have like the things around them to make it look like the Matrix. This is definitely released around that time. No.
Cut!
No big deal.
Ready? Action!
It does get tough though, as you can see. Like it starts off inviting, and then it starts getting really, really tough.
Just go for it!
That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. You gotta pay attention to this game though. Oh, I didn't see that guy in front of me. freaking love the combat in this game, and you only have so much slow motion, so you gotta use it strategically. No, man.
Ready? Action!
It is. Being able to send the bullets back at him is very fun. But it still has to all be managed. Like, you only have this, the strategic nature of this game comes out when you're trying to manage how much slow-mo you have. And yeah, it gets... That's not even doing very much. Dropping the chandeliers on it does, though. Thank you, Kyle. No, man, I thought I pressed it fast enough. Damn. I wonder if I'll continue right there. This is way too far back for me. This game gets Capcom difficult very fast. So, I'm tired though. I won't lie, I'm exhausted. This was just a nice bonus game. Would you guys like to see more of this game though in the future? What do you think? I think it'd be an interesting playthrough to get all the way through it. It's really fun. And I think...
Take 5.
I think I should give it a save if I can.
Take 5. Take 5.
I would save.
Take 5.
Take 5. I wonder if it auto saves. Let's check. Good to see you. Going back to sleep. Have to go to work soon. Understandable. I'm just gonna check and see if it's saved really quick here. Nothing. I wonder if I just didn't get to save yet. Maybe I should play this game on PlayStation because I know it saves. I think I should. I wonder if I just didn't get the chance to save yet. Watchable and chat friendly, I agree. It's fast motion too. He can speed things up and all of a sudden he's going so quickly. You see that? That's crazy.
Oh wow, was that a American game?
I didn't realize another screen was going to play at the same time. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.